Welcome to the third annual Celebration of Winners program. Today this room is full of winners. And we're going to be talking about wow, look at this impressive crowd here. We're going to be talking about three categories of winners. One of them is Ruth Provost, who everybody knows, who's the executive director of the Boys and Girls Club and her crew. Secondly, we're going to be honoring the Youth of the Year winners with a scholarship certificate. And lastly, they are going to help us pull the drawing for the 10 top winners, the 10 winners of our raffle. So we've got a lot of celebrating and a lot of winners to be recognized. I'll start with a brief history of the relationship between the Men's Club and the Boys and Girls Club. As many of you know, for 12 years we ran a wonderful spaghetti dinner for the town. It attracted anywhere from 250 to 300 people in Christ the King, and it was a great town event. People looked forward to it all year. At the end of each one of those programs, we would deliver a check to Ruth for $5,000. Well, 3 years ago, we ran out of steam, and the staff that was able to do that was unable to continue on. So we went to what we then called a luxury raffle, selling $450 tickets to see how we could do. Well, we did pretty well. We raised the level of giving from $5,000 to $13,000, and then last year we got it up to $18,000. So I'm delighted to say that we have a check today for Ruth, which we think she's going to be thrilled with. But what I'd like to do is invite up the chairman of the raffle committee to be here when she receives the check. So would the following people come right up here in front? It's going to be quite a picture to gather all these together. Frank Lord, could you come over by Ruth? Frank Lord, Dick Nelson, Bob Freeman, Jim Roddy, Bill Kelly, Bob McCall, Russ Maloney, Chuck Gazier, Brian Wolfset, Dick Cook, and Burke Johnson. I'll try and get around here. This is going to be hard to follow, but anyway. This is a tight fit here, isn't it? We don't want to overpower the. Yeah, let's pull this back. Okay, stay there. Stay right there. Yeah. So Ruth, you come right in the center up here. Yeah. That way a little bit. Okay, so what I'd like to share, Ruth. What I'd like to share, Ruth, is okay now. What I'd like to share is we have admired Ruth Provost, the executive director of the Boys and Girls Club, and her staff tremendously because they do a wonderful job. They have an array of programs. If you haven't gone on their website to see them, you need to, because it's everywhere. They've been supporting up to 1,900 families, and as many as 130 kids go through the doors every day of the year. And so it's educational programs and enhancement, it's help on homework, it's tutoring, it's leadership and character development, it's sports, it's food, it's just an array of services that are incredible. So we are very impressed with that, to the point that we find supporting this group is our most significant event of the year. So I'm thrilled to be able to, in this envelope, to present Ruth for the Men's Club a check for $20,068, which represents. We outdid ourselves by $1,500, beating last year by $1,500 in two ways. One, we reduced the expenses, and secondly, we increased the donations. So it is a $1,500 increase from last year, and it brings our 12-year total supporting the Boys and Girls Club to $112,000.
amazing. I can't thank you enough for this. Dean was in the other day, and he was preparing me for the worst. He says, I don't think we're going to raise what we raised last year. He let me think it was going to be less. There is no way to say thank you. These young people here with me, this is our teen camp unit. They are my 7th, 8th, and 9th graders. They are actually on their way up to go camping in Miles Standish State Forest. These are my teens of the future. Some of them are almost teens now. Who's teens now? Who's 13? So these are all teens now. The gentleman in the back holding the camera is our new teen director. And I know you all have heard about what's going on around the Cape with drugs and gangs and stuff like that. And frankly, my teen program is probably the most significant thing we do right now. We get 150 to sometimes over 200 teens in on Friday nights. It's a drug-free place. It's safe. The kids pretty much have the run of the place. There's always activities. These guys just finished an Iron Chef cooking contest, which was pretty darned awesome. What was the secret ingredient?
Chocolate and bacon.
Chocolate and bacon, okay? And they made some pretty remarkable meals around that combination. So what you do has an impact not just on the Boys and Girls Club, but on these young lives. And I brought them over because, of course, every year the kids, it's who you're supporting. It's not me and it's not the building. It's these young people, and they're the future of our community. And I'm so proud of each and every one of them. So, guys, there's something you want to say to the men's club, isn't there? 1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
And I'm hoping it's still in order. It looks like we spelled thank you instead of hank you. So these guys are off to go camping. I am going to let them go, and I want to thank Matt Farrar, our new team director, for being awesome. We had our fundraiser last night at New Seabury, and the staff were all out till about 10 or 11 last night, and then they were here at 7:30 this morning. And now they're going camping, and I think they're going to get a lot of sleep, right? Yeah. So if you guys want to head back and pack up, that would be awesome. Thank you so much.
Don't forget to get any donuts to the left.
I'm pretty sure there's not a donut left in the place. So if you wanted one, you better talk to these guys before they leave. Guys, head back out. Follow the Matthew. That was my visual aid.
God bless you, Ruth, and keep up the good work. Keep up the good work. Okay, guys, let's resume our positions here. Okay, we'd like to move on now to the second second category of winners, and that's the Youth of the Year. We have 3 of them, and unfortunately only one is here. I mean, fortunately one is here, but and her lovely mother, but the other 2 are missing right now, and so Ruth is going to accept the certificate. So could you please come up front here? Okay, so yeah. So we'll start with Sarah Nasuti. Sarah, we have, it's a little awkward behind this table here, and I don't know how you're following me, but anyway. We know that Sarah has been chosen as the Youth of the Year, and the other 2, Justin and Miranda, are finalists. So we're giving a scholarship to all 3 of them. But, and we know that they've been through the paces. They've been interviewed, they've been evaluated from many different angles to become the Youth of the Year. And yet, each year, we like to ask them in front of our membership to just give us a sense of who they are. So I have asked Sarah, and I hope that's not why the other 2 didn't appear, to answer 3 questions in front of this group and see whether we approve of them as the winners. So the 3 questions are: why do you think that the Boys and Girls Club and the evaluation team picked you as a Youth of the Year? Second question is, how has the experience of being in the Boys and Girls Club impacted your life? And thirdly, not only what are you going to do with the scholarship I'm going to be giving you, but how about the future? What does your future look like? Where are you going from here?
I think that I was chosen as the Boys and Girls Club of Cape Cod's Youth of the Year because I'm determined and hardworking in everything that I do. And I also work at the Boys and Girls Club, so I have been helping to make a lasting impression on all the kids that I interact with there. I make sure that each and every day that I am there, I'm helping a kid, making a kid's day better, doing whatever I can just to help out the next generation of people in the world and help make this world a better place. The Boys and Girls Club, to me, I'm not your average kid at the Boys and Girls Club. I didn't start from first grade and go all the way up to be a teen. I started in 8th grade. My friend dragged me to their teen nights my first year in 8th grade, and at first I was kind of shy, and there's nothing I really wanted to do. I didn't really know anyone, but during that course that year and all the way up to my last year, senior year, I made some great friendships. Some of my best friends from the Boys and Girls Club, the staff there have been some of my greatest friends. I love them all. I work with a bunch of them now, and sadly I've seen some come and go, but for the most part I stay in touch with all of them. They have meant the world to me. I wouldn't be who I am today without the Boys and Girls Club. And next year I will be headed off to UMass Lowell School of Nursing.
Where is the School of Nursing?
UMass Lowell.
UMass Lowell. Okay. Well, do you think, group, that she's deserving to be?
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I would like to present you then with our scholarship certificate. And it says the Boys and Girls Club of Cape Cod and the Mashpee Men's Club present this Youth of the Year scholarship certificate to Sarah Nasuti. The certificate may be redeemable for post-secondary school scholarship for $1,500. So you've earned it, and we thank you.
Thank you.
This is one of my favorite parts of the program. There you go.
Thank you.
Now, I don't have the other two, Justin Rose and Miranda Davis, are not here. So I'm going to ask Ruth to accept these scholarship certificates for them. They are both finalists, and so they are both receiving a scholarship certificate of $1,000. So they're probably either working or I hope my questions haven't scared them off.
I'm pretty sure your questions haven't. They're pretty verbal. I believe they're both working right now.
Yeah.
They're both juniors in high school, and so they still have another year to go. They have another shot at where Sarah is now. What Sarah didn't tell you is she's currently one of our camp counselors. Right now she's looking pretty dressed up. She is planning to go back to the club, put on her staff outfit, and drive herself down to wherever her unit is because she had the option of taking the day off. She chose to go and work with her unit. So I can't say enough about this young woman, how awesome she is and what she does for our kids, because she's an amazing counselor and she's an amazing person working with the young kids, and they really look up to her.
Thank you so much. And maybe for one more picture for our Enterprise articles that Sarah's mother could come up and join us. Ruth, stay there too. That's good. Okay. And do you, as a proud parent of Sarah, do you have anything that you want to share about this girl?
We are just very proud of her. She's worked very hard over 4 years of high school. She will be leaving us in 3 weeks to go to UMass Lowell. We can't be more proud of our daughter. So.
Wonderful. Very naturally, we have one of our granddaughters going out to Los Angeles next week. And so it's the same kind of emotional good news, bad news feeling of having somebody leave the nest and move on and to the next phase of their life. But how proud appropriately, and what a great move. Thank you so much.